Now, guys, this is a conversation that we must have. Who is the Spurs' next alpha dog? Now, I'll be honest, I don't like that term because it's based on false information, because there is no such thing as an alpha dog. But I will say that just for the purpose of this conversation and a universal language that we all can attach to, just use the term alpha dog. So, who is the Spurs alpha dog? Now, after the addition of, say, Brent Forbes, drafting Josh Primo, not to mention getting, where's my boy, Doug McBuckets, it's very apparent that the Spurs have kind of found a way to piss Spurs fans off. No, they've kind of found a way to get as many shooters as they can and try to at least surround the team around shooters. But that's the question. So who is the guy? Now, I think a lot of people, especially in the comments, would probably already say, yo, what are you talking about? It's going to be DeJounte Murray. But I do want to at least explore this a little bit. So now the alpha dog to me, just so we're on the same wavelength, so we're both in the same conversation here, is a guy that you can lean on, that will be the star player of the team. When the game is on the line, you can look to him for leadership. You can look to him to finish the game for you. He's just the ultimately, like Tim Duncan, alpha dog material. Manu Ginobili, alpha dog material. Tony Parker, alpha dog material. Okay, he is. Okay, so I do want to at least just look at this. So I'm just going to give my thoughts on it and just say straight up. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, dude, it's DeJounte Murray, obviously. But to me, I think that DeJounte Murray does have a ceiling. And I think that ceiling doesn't necessarily mean he can't be a superstar. But if I'm being realistic here, I think DeJounte Murray's ceiling will prevent him from being the guy on the team. I think he's going to be a phenomenal leader. I think he's already shown that he can be a leader. I think he works extraordinarily hard. First one in the gym type of guy. But I think at the end of the day, I just think that special something, I don't know if he has it. You know what I mean? Like that Kobe, we need this, and we can just put it all on you type. I feel like DeJounte Murray, at the end of the day, will end up being a player that will be one of the stars on the team, but not the star, if you know what I mean. And I want to say, hey, let's put Derek White in this conversation, but obviously we're not going to do that. I would just sound silly. Even though I love Derek White, I don't want to be that biased, okay? So let's go into the next person. So I don't think DeJounte Murray can be it, even though I think that he would like to be it as far as the alpha dog, the guy that you can just put the game on his shoulders. And next, we will look at Kelden Johnson. Now, I do want to make a video on Kelton Johnson, but I also feel like especially right now, I think Kelton Johnson can't be that yet. He's a guy that doesn't necessarily create his own shot completely. Like, he forces the shot on you. Okay, he will go in your face, hit you in the paint, and make the shot happen. But he's not a guy that's going to get some easy buckets, a step back, cross you over type player. I just don't see it. So I think that even though he has the mentality similar to DeJounte Murray, I just think when it's all said and done, I don't know if he can be, at least right now, be the superstar of the team. And we're only looking at year 2021, 22 right now, okay? Now, let's look at Brent Forbes. Now, I think Brent Forbes can be... No, I just wanted to throw that in there, okay? Brent Forbes he has the mentality, obviously. Okay, I'm sorry, bad joke. Now, this is the guy that I think will have to be the alpha dog. Like I said, DeJounte Murray has the mentality for it. I think that he has a ceiling. And I think that the ceiling will not be able to break superstardom, okay? Kelden Johnson, I don't know yet. I just think that when time goes on, we'll be able to see more of him. So young, I just don't know. Now, this is the guy that has to be the alpha dog. And I think that he has everything you're looking for. Facilitating, athleticism, can create his own shot, defense, that spark that he has. And that would obviously be, I think many people probably guessed it already, Lonnie Walker. I think Lonnie Walker has everything in his bag to be the alpha dog. And if he's going to do it, it's going to be this season. He has that spark plug that you need. He has that ability to just take over the game if you absolutely need him to. And I know that a lot of Spurs fans kind of joke around about this, but we often talk about the Rockets game, right? We talk about it. Look, we're a meme at this point talking about the Rockets game when it comes to Lonnie Walker, because that's basically the only thing we kind of point to. But I think it is important to at least look at, because that was a game that I haven't felt this amount of excitement and this amount of, oh my goodness, this is a Spurs moment, since Kawhi Leonard, when he shot the shot on Nene and then got the block on James Harden on the other end. That was a moment where I said, oh my goodness, that's a spark right there. He has it. And when it comes to Lonnie Walker, I think that he has that ability. And I just have a hard time seeing anybody else on the roster as it stands right now. Everyone else to me is just maybe just too young. I know Lonnie Walker's really young too, but these guys are really young. Like Devin Vassell, I just don't think he'll be able to have the opportunity to be the guy yet. But when I look at Lonnie Walker, he has to be it. He has to be. Because for this team to be successful, he is the only one on the team right now, in my opinion, that has every single thing in his bag that he can throw at you, that he can be special. He just needs that confidence, because he has that nasty ability. He has the athleticism. He has the hang time. He has the ability to create his own shot. He has the defense. He has everything. He has the clutchness. We just need him to be it. So as far as talking about who's going to be the next alpha dog, especially looking at this roster, and I know it's a rough roster to look at just glancing at it, but maybe it makes a little bit more sense if you think of it in the realm of maybe the Spurs are trying to see, yes, surround these players around shooters, and yes, try to see who comes out on top. Because at the end of the day, more shooters is only going to help guys like Lonnie Walker, Kelden Johnson, and DeJounte Murray. And I think that when it's all said and done, a star will emerge this season. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I just something in me tells me it has to be Lonnie Walker. So that's my answer. Who's going to be the alpha dog? I don't know, but I can tell you who has to be the alpha dog, and it's Lonnie Walker. Now, before we go, just real quick, Patreon, $2 a month if you want to help out the channel. I just wanted to throw this conversation at you guys, see what you think. Please leave your comments below. Just let me know, who you think the alpha dog will be, who you think it should be, who you think it could be. So I'll give it to you guys later. Till next time, deuces, man.